Hi everybody, welcome back. My name's Nicholas and today is the day. We are going to start doing fall decorating and we're going to start with the front porch. It's going to give us a great transformation and it also gives me a reason to clean the front porch because it's quite dirty and a little bit gross. But I did go grab some mums and some kale and some millet, and I have a bunch of decorations that we're going to do. It's very exciting. So I just need to actually go grab a bunch of stuff and get it all prepared. And then we'll go over what I got, like the varieties of things that I got. And they're really, really pretty. And I'm very excited. So I'm going to just get going because it's going to be, I wouldn't say it's difficult, but when I decorate something, it takes me forever because I'll put something here and I'll be like, oh no, it needs to be shifted. So it takes me a minute. So let's just get going. I know this probably looks intense, but not all of it is going to go on the front porch. I just figured while I was at it, I just got all of my fall decorations out of the stored places. So now we get to cherry pick from here and figure out what we're going to do on the front porch. But before we can put any of this stuff out, everything needs a clean. All the decorations, the front porch, the everything. Because there's spider webs everywhere. There's just everywhere. Spider webs everywhere. And some of the stuff will stay. Probably the lanterns, just because I like them there. And that container on the very end will probably stay just because, well, to be honest with you, it's very large and the plants are still doing fine, and it would be a beast to move. But yeah, the bench will probably stay because I have some pillows and blankets to go on it. But a lot of the decorations will go. But also I have an exciting thing too. The concrete pumpkins that I made, well actually I made I made 3 different types of concrete pumpkins last year, and we're going to be doing another one soon. And all 3 should be making an appearance in this video, and I'll talk you through those once we get them out. Ugh, look at all that. Yuck. This is so gross to me how fast something can get this dirty. Like spider web. Just, ugh. I'm taking the leaf blower probably and the hose to this whole porch. Oh, and then the box, inside that box. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Look at that. Looks like it's been in a barn for 50 years. All right, well, I have to start at some point, so I guess I'm glad that they have leaf blowers now, because, yeah, at least I get to blow everything away and then clean up whatever's left. Well, as you've seen, so far I have cleaned everything. I mean, I haven't cleaned all of the decorations, but I've cleaned the porch and everything that's gone on the porch so far. And what I have done and what I like to do when I'm decorating is I like to choose, I start with the things that I know for sure are going to be put back in that space. So the bench, the pillows, you know what I mean, those, and then like when I put the pillows and blanket on, it can give me inspiration to move forward. I know that I wanted to put the lanterns back with the rug and the wreath. So those are things I know, like there's no doubt that there's no question where those would go. So now I kind of like to pick and place things. I have an idea for most of it, but I don't know. The thing that, so I've had that box with all the cobwebs in it right here next to the door for, I mean, it's been a couple years. And I kind of want to change it, but I kind of also don't, because I really like the way that it, I don't know, frames the door, and I can put things on it to raise it up. So it might end up in that same spot, and I won't be mad about it, but it would be nice if I could come up with something different. But let me just give you a close-up of what I've done so far. There's the wreath and the rug. I like to double layer my rugs. It's not a new idea. I didn't just invent it. It's, you know, people have done it for a long time. But I just feel like it adds a little bit extra warmth Yeah. And I actually leave this plaid one here all year long because it kind of goes with everything else. And then we have a big old open blank space. And over here, the bench with the pillows. I have one that's cute. It says, it's just plain, and it says pumpkin on it. And then I can link the video, but I actually made these last year. So I guess I'm calling it like a pumpkin, well, I don't remember what I called it. Pumpkin wall lantern, I think is what I called it. But it actually is made out of concrete. It's like a pumpkin frame, like a wreath frame with that Halloween cloth. I can't remember what it's called. And it was dipped in concrete, like a concrete mixture with a color, like a concrete stain. And then I put lights behind it and a bark topper. And it's a pumpkin wall lantern. And then I still have this beautiful planter here. I'm just not ready for it to go anywhere because it's still so green and beautiful. It's a Pegasus begonia. That's what this big one is. So now's the fun part. I get to, well, no, I still have to like clean a couple things, but the fun part is putting the mums and stuff in place. And yeah, but what I'll probably do is pick what I want to go on the porch, and then at that point I'll clean it, because I'm not really in the mood of cleaning everything in there today. If I'm not using it, I can clean it as I'm putting it out in the yard. But everything in the wagon over there is either going on the porch, in the front yard, or potentially in the greenhouse, because those are the areas that I decorate for fall. And that's where, those are the areas I decorate for winter too. So let's just keep going. Here's where I've gotten so far. I'm really liking it. I like the kind of like earthy tones. I'm going like heavy on baskets, because that's just what I'm feeling this year. Like orange, and I don't know. I just like it. But before I start putting the plants in, I kind of wanted to show you what I got. Here's what I got. I got 3 mums, 2 kales, and a millet. So this millet is called Jade Princess, and it says plant in sun or part sun, grows 36 to 48 inches tall. Striking plant with golden foliage and large flower plumes, great focal point. And I wanted to go with this light one because they also have like a red or a purple leafed one. But I felt like on the porch, because it can be a little bit dark, I thought that the light green would pop. And then the 2 kales that I got are called Peacock Red. And it says plant in sun or part sun, 20 inches apart. As far as the mums go, I got a kind of white one called Butter and Cream. And all of the mums that I got are actually hardy mums. So I got them at Strader's Garden Center. And I specifically went there because they have hardy mums. But this says grows 12 to 15 inches tall, plant in full sun. So butter and cream. And then the one that's kind of giving us a little bit of color right now, it's called Autumn Envy Bronze. And I liked it because it had like orange and yellow in it. And then the last one is actually my favorite, which is shocking. I know you guys, but it's red, but it's more like a burgundy. I don't know. I just think it's, did I say the name? Avalon Red. I don't know if I said that, but I just think that it's going to look really cool. So we have orange and then like a, well, so like an orangish yellow, a yellowy white, and a red. And then like the purple with a little bit of red, and then the millet, that's like a lime green with a little bit of red. Like red and yellow and pink. And then the way that I don't actually plant these in soil, what I do is I use old nursery containers to put in the bottom of these containers, and it lifts the plant up. And then I just set the plants down in their nursery containers in the basket or whatever. So I have that one to fill, this little one, and then one over there. I think I have enough. We'll see. I'm feeling like the millet will probably go in this one with two things, or maybe one in front. One single mum in this planter or basket, and then however many others in that. This one will just be low. It won't have a tall centerpiece in it. And then once I get that done, then I'll go in with my little stuff. So like my little concrete pumpkins and stuff, and fill in. And so it's coming together. Hopefully it's making sense the way that I decorate. I do big pieces and then kind of like medium, and then I fill in with the small stuff. And then hopefully I don't decide to change my mind, but we'll see. I do need to go grab some nursery containers though to prop these up in their baskets. I think I'm finished, minus one thing, but I'm not getting them yet. I will add a couple real pumpkins to this display to add some more orange or whatever other colors. I like to get those really cool like heirloom ones, like really flat and like weird looking. I do have a couple of my own pumpkins growing, and I just don't know when they're going to be ready for like to go in the decorations. But the rest of the decorations I'm going to just keep in the wagon, and we will do the front yard soon. And I think at that time I'll get real pumpkins, and then we'll add them to the front porch as well. But let me just turn the camera around and show you. I love it, but it's also me that did it, so that would make sense. And I'm curious to see what you guys think. It's so cute. Now I will say that I'm not super in love with this mixture right here with the, I mean, I love the kale and I love the mum, but I think it needs something taller to go behind it. I just didn't have that with me today, so I'll probably swap that out at some point. And then I added some pumpkins. These are the concrete pumpkins that I made last year. I will link that video so that you guys can check that out. And here is this side. I will show you guys this at night as well, because those lanterns light up, and then this will be lit up as well. And then the lights and the lanterns on either side of the door, those will light up. I really like it. I think it's, so I made this to top that crock that I had here, and it's actually like a half of a foam circle, and I just poked a bunch of these greenery pieces into it, but I wanted to get greenery that looked pretty real. Yeah, I always use it, and honestly, I think that in the tall basket might be my favorite thing on the porch right now. But we have another mum with some more of my homemade pumpkins. And these pumpkins, I know that you guys are going to ask, but my mom's cousin, his name was Steve. He's no longer with us, but he used to make us these pumpkins. He used a chainsaw and just a block of wood and made it into things. So he used to do pumpkins and mushrooms, and luckily I got quite a few pumpkins from him, and I cherish those because they're really, really interesting. There's another one of my pumpkins. A basket with a mum and the millet. And then over here, we just have the lanterns, the plant, and then a couple pumpkins that I made with one that Steve made. And in case you guys are wondering what it looks like when I do a project, this is what it looks like. It's a disaster, so I gotta clean this up. But what I wanted to show you was, because I told you I made 3 different types of pumpkins last year out of concrete. One of them was this type. The other was the lanterns. And then the third type I made was this. It kind of is a mix between these concrete pumpkins that are made with pantyhose, believe it or not. And then I used the Halloween cloth and made these types of pumpkins, and they light up. So I left a hole in the bottom, and I put a lantern in, and they light up. But I don't think that these would stand the test of time outdoors, so these usually go in my greenhouse. But I've had these pumpkins, these concrete pumpkins outside. Look how cute that one is. This is an old rope that I found in my grandpa's barn. He's no longer with us either, but I was able to use some of his rope to make decorations that I will keep for a very long time. And that's going to be it for today. I'm so excited to start decorating for fall. I actually think that I did it earlier last year, I believe. But I just woke up today and I was like, you know what? The first day of fall, I think, is September 22nd, and it's like a couple weeks away. So, and another thought is I like to decorate for Christmas right after Halloween, which I know that sounds weird, but I like to have a good 2 months of Christmas decorations just because I go so heavy with them. It gives me time to do it, but also time to enjoy it. So by doing that, it actually pushes my Halloween or fall decorations earlier too. So I kind of just like to have 2 months of each holiday with the decorations up. And then, yeah. So anyway, stick around because I will be doing the front yard very soon, within the next week or two or something. Hopefully within the next week. and let me know what you guys think. So I will see you very soon. Keep learning and keep growing.